Hey guys, ready for blind narration part 2? Well, like I said, I've had these battles forever ago, so I have no clue what's going on with them. And, well, obviously this match was before Tornado's T was banned, so you can dig with that. But, we got that stuff, and, I believe we'll get to the battle. I have no clue what the hell is going on, so let's find out how much I remember after the game gets going. Looks like, this dude, yeah. This dude has rain, and I must be using my ground... I don't know whose team's what. But some dude named CoonDog. Right. Okay, let's do it. So I go into my Palatoad. So obviously, I'm the guy with the rain team, because I never remember whose side's who. So I set up my water. My slut water, because, you know, Palatoad. Sexual Pokemon of Doom. But there we go. So we got to set up the Drizzle here, and that Sableye's going to be like, what up? And it's going to try and trick me in Iron Ball, I believe, because that's about the only thing they ever trick me. So, yeah. Tricks me, a thing. Wow, this battle is going super slow. I needed to record this a lot faster. But, yeah. So I missed my Hydro Pump. And, geez, is there a speed up button on this? Wow, I'm not used to not having a speed-up program. This is kind of sad. Well, regardless, my Palatoad, who happens to be Specs, is going to go for a Hydro Pump and completely demolish the Lucario, because that's what Specs Palatoad does. It just one-shots the world and their mothers. And it goes into Helga the Blissey, who obviously will wall me to glory hell, so I have no choice but to switch out. So therefore, I switch out into my repellent, which I don't remember what it is. I'm guessing it's some sort of... Oh, it's Jirachi to take the Thunder Wave. That could have went better. I guess I was predicting a Toxic as Blissey sometimes carry, but I don't know. So that happened, and I got paralyzed, but I'm like, no, I U-turn. So, yeah, U-turn. It's a thing. It does, like, minuscule damage, but I did avoid the Paralysis on another Pokemon, so I guess it works out in the end. Of course, I'm going to go into Slam Dunk my Anoraxu, or my Haxorus here, who gets hit by a counter. That's kind of weird. But now that I know it's a counter, Blissey, I'm like, ow. So I go for Superpower, just hoping to one-shot it, because I'm in the range the Seismic Toss can actually kill me now. So I'm like, Superpower! Choppleberry. That happened. Yes. Choppleberry happened. It's like my 4th gen Blissey all over again. So, yeah. Ugh, Blissey, it's a thing. So, Blissey here is just going to sit around and be like, I'm going to counter you. But it hits me with Thunder Wave instead, so that works to my benefit. Not sure why anybody would go for Thunder Wave instead of... Oh, I know, they were expecting my Dragon Dance. That makes sense. Alright, so because they expected Dragon Dance, they got smashed by a Superpower. And, yeah, that happened. So now they go into Sableye, which I go for the Dragon Dance now, because obviously I'm -1/-1. I might as well go for it. So, yeah, Slam Dunk. Powerful Pokemon. But can't really do much to Sableye, so I'm going to stay in here and just let myself be death fodder, but he goes for the trick again. So he steals my Life Orb for no apparent reason and gives me Choice Specs. Or Scarf. He gave me Choice Scarf. Okay. So, there. Yeah. Die. No, it doesn't die. It didn't even come close. That was really bad damage, actually. Terminator. I wonder who that is. It's Heatran. I should have known, right? Well, obviously my Dragon Claw is going to do absolutely minuscule damage to a Heatran, so that happened. And, but it does actually a little bit. I'm not going to lie. That did a little bit of damage. Okay, I can deal with that. I thought for sure it was going to do less than that, but stuff happens. So, yeah, he hits me with an Earth Power, and oh my god, this narration is so slow. What the hell, video? I gotta find out how to speed this crap up in my Lappy. Well, anyways, I go to Penis Gem, which is my Tornado's T, because that's, obviously, Tornado's T has a gem where its penis should be, and it looks awfully like a penis, so I called you Penis Gem. Obviously, makes sense. Don't mock me. It's a Penis Gem. Go for it. So I set up a substitute here, and on the switch because I knew he wasn't going to stay in. That'd just be silly. Well, I mean, he could stay in, but it won't do much in the rain. Oh, in Cresselia gets burned by the Burn-It Orb. So the Burn-It Orb burns the Cresselia, so now Cresselia is pretty much crippled because it can't do anything to a substitute. So I smack it with a Hurricane, because hurricanes in the water are pretty powerful, especially with a Life Orb. It's destructive. But they set up a light screen. They're like, I'm going to wall you all day. But, I don't like being walled all day, so obviously my Tornadus T is going to have an objection, and it's going to go for Hurricane number 2, and score the confusion, if I remember right, because that's about the only way this Cresselia is going to die at this point, is if I can get the confusion. So I lost some HP, and no, it's not confused. It just sets up a Reflect instead. Why would it be a dual screening Flame Orb Trigger? That makes no sense. Whatever. So it's a thing, apparently, and Cresselia is just going to die to my next Hurricane, because Hurricane's a very, very powerful move. Yeah, very, very powerful. Speaking of Hurricane being a powerful move, I randomly just heard that Mewtwo is going to get Hurricane as the event for the movie walkthrough. Now, my thoughts on Hurricane Mewtwo are pretty ridiculous, considering the fact that it's pointless. I mean, Mewtwo already gets every other coverage move in the game. It gets Thunder, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, everything. Mewtwo is off the charts already. Why does it need another coverage move? It literally has no purpose unless you're playing triples, where you need to use a flying move to hit the other side of the board. That's the only reason Hurricane would ever be used in a Mewtwo, in my opinion. I mean, it might have good coverage, because flying is actually a really good coverage move. But, unless it has stab, it's not going to be very powerful. So, yeah, that's my opinion on Mewtwo. It's a thing if it wants to be, but it won't be because it's not strong enough. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm continuing my Hurricane onslaughts because apparently nothing wants to take a Hurricane from Penis Gym, because my penis is too shiny. It deflects their light in their eyes, and they're all like, I can't see, and they die. So things happen. So now the light screen finally wears off, so that puts them in a really bad situation because Hurricanes have full power, and they go into Heatran, the obviously infernal monster of doom. So I switch out to get my regenerator boost, because obviously I don't want my Hurricane blower to die at this point when my Hurricane blower is killing the hell out of him. And I go into Vaporeon here. Vaporeon is a really powerful Pokemon against the Heatran, because Vaporeon's got so much massive special defense, Dark Pulse does nothing to it. Makes sense. So I get my Lefty's recovery, and all's well that ends well, because things happen, and Reflect wears off, and he withdraws his Terminator, knowing that Vaporeon will destroy him. Of course, I think I predicted that, and I went for a switch here, I think, maybe? No, I went for Wish, which is just as good as a switch. Because I wanted to try and pass a Wish to my Tornadus, that's right, because Tornadus still isn't fully healed, even though it had the Regenerator, but, yeah. Getting Tornadus back at full health is a huge benefit. So obviously Propolion comes back, and I go into Makeout Session, which I believe is my... I don't know what it is. Oh, it's my beloved Jolteon, alright. Why would I baton pass... or why would I Wish pass to a Jolteon who has full HP? You got me. So there's that, and Blissey just heals itself because it's a douche, and whatever. Obviously he's randomly switches out for no apparent reason, because he could beat me, unless his only attacking move is Counter, which would definitely make sense. Yeah, that's the only reason he would switch. So I went for the Volt Switch, because it's the only move I had to beat a Blissey. And obviously it smacks Terminator quite hard. I don't remember my Jolteon's item. I want to say it's Choice Specs, judging by the damage. But yeah, that's a thing. So I go back into Propolion, who's actually really freaking awesome in this situation. So it's like almost as bad as Volt's turn, but it's like Wish, Volt, Wish, Voltish. It's Voltish. There we go. We'll go with Voltish because it's still cool. So he goes for the Earth Power, I guess, predicting me to switch back into Jolteon. I don't know, but he does score a crit, which kind of annoys me. But it's like whatever, because I still get my Wish off, and I really don't have a problem with it otherwise. that heat trend, I don't remember if it has leftovers or if it has a choice scarf. I'll have to see at the end of this turn. Nope, no leftovers, so it's definitely a choice scarf. So I switch into my Tornadus here because obviously it can't hurt me. And I'll get my Wish Booster, and Tornadus will be perfectly healthy again, even though it's already in the green zone. But, I mean, yeah, it puts me in a winning position because Penis Gem is freaking broken. Yeah, that's why it was put in the Ubers tier. Point taken, right? So there's a thing, and he withdraws his Pokemon, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And they go into Helga again because Blissey, and yeah, I go for the substitute because Blissey can't hurt a substituting Pokemon like Penis Gem. I go for the Superpower! Because that's about the only move I have to beat a Blissey, and it can't counter me at this point unless it just wants to break my sub, so I'm pretty safe to go for the Superpower! And that does a lot of damage, I'm not gonna lie. That did a lot of damage, so yeah. This is the whole reason Tornadus T is so good. But yeah, it does just counter me, which breaks my sub. I'm like, sure, why not? Humor me. That's it. Just humor me by breaking my sub. So obviously, I'm gonna be like, yeah, go for a second Superpower and try and kill it. But he goes into Sableye, so as mean as that is, I can't hurt it with the Superpower. Yeah, that's getting old. So, he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and I'm like, oops, that sucked. But I wanted to stay in and kill the Sableye because I hate Sableyes with a passion. They annoy the living hell out of me. Let's kill the Hurricane. That's pretty much my thought process at this point. Because Sableyes are something else. I mean, they're the most annoying freaking ghost Pokemon you can fight against because of freaking Prankster, and annoys the hell out of you, and that's all it does. I mean, I used it back and forth gen in Ubers because Sableye could. That's it. Sableye could. So, that's a thing. And, now he's going to go into Heatran again. Obviously, his Scarf is going to threaten me out, and I'm going to go back into Vaporeon, or Perpoleon, if you would. Oh, no, I went into Repellent. I don't even know who that is. Is that a Jellicent? No, it's a Jirachi, okay. Why would I name a Jirachi Repellent? That literally makes no sense. Whatever, he goes for the Overheat, which actually looks really cool in slow motion. So, yeah, that happened, and, my Jirachi takes about half its health away. That's not too much of a problem. I've had worse. Definitely I've had worse. So obviously he's forced to either stay in or switch. So I'm going to say he's going to just stay in, and I stay in. So I get hit by another Overheat, which is kind of pointless at this point. And I go for the U-turn, I believe. Because that would be the best move. And, yeah. U-turn. It's a thing. Yeah, I went for U-turn. Alright. Boink! So, there we go. And he should die from, I would say Hail, but that's not even out. Hello? Why was I thinking Hail was up? Sorry, that was weird. Yeah. So I'll go back into Jolteon, who can obviously take care of everything with his Volt-turning shenanigans. And, I go for Thunder instead. I must have ran out of physical attackers, because that's the only option I have for thinking this, because Blissey is a thing still, and I would want to have Volt turn advantage, but yeah, what? So yeah, he goes back on a Blissey, which obviously I don't think I can kill with this, but I'm going to try to anyway, so I hit him with a Thunder, because Choice Specs Thunder will hurt, even though it's still a Blissey, and let's find out, does it kill? No, it doesn't kill. So he gets back all his freaking HP just to troll the hell out of me. That's pretty much what's happening right now. Troll la 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 la, and yeah, that happened. So I'm back at square one, which is bad, very very bad. Playback is too. What? Huh? Somebody explain this to me. What? Huh? Well, I guess I can kind of figure out what happened in the rest of the battle.